Rescuers worked around the clock to find survivors trapped under the heavy rubble and buildings that buckled in the aftermath of the 7.3 earthquake in eastern Iraq. Packed with the dead and wounded.
Along the Iran-Iraq border after a massive earthquake levels several buildings and is now blamed for killing more than 400 people. Benjamin Hall is live in London with the very latest. Benjamin?
Yeah, good morning, Sandra. Large-scale operations are still underway amid fears that this death toll may continue to rise. It's this very mountainous region between Iran and Iraq, and that's what's made the rescue operation so very difficult. The powerful 7.3 magnitude earthquake, which struck at around 9:20 p.m., has killed over 400 people across both countries, injuring at least 6,500. An unknown number of people remain trapped under the debris. The area is a rural mountainous region where residents rely mainly on farming to make a living. The quake, which struck at a relatively shallow depth of about 14.5 miles, sent people fleeing from their homes and into the night. More than 100 aftershocks followed, and the tremors were felt in Turkey, in Israel, and in Kuwait. The epicenter was about 19 miles outside the Iraqi Kurdish city of Halabja, but it was Iran's western Kermanshah province in the Zagros Mountains that bore the brunt of the tremor. At least 70,000 people are now homeless, afraid to go back into their homes. The region is no stranger to quakes. It's where the Arabia and the Eurasia tectonic plates meet, and in 2003, a 6.6 magnitude earthquake in Iran killed 26,000 people.
زمین لرزه یک رویاوه.
ابو ملرزه لیره بخور ابو ملرزه لیره.
بله.
ابی برو مدر ابو ملرزه عفو.
برم بیرون بعد پامون زلزله که اومد لیز خوردیم رفتم تو در باعث شیشه بیاد پایین بریزه دستم پاره شه.
دستت بریده؟
بله.
Rescuers worked around the clock to find survivors trapped under the heavy rubble and buildings that buckled in the aftermath of the 7.3 earthquake on the Iran-Iraq border. Amina Mohammed lives in one of the hardest hit areas in eastern Iraq. She says we could see the house collapsing behind us and hear things falling. In the mountains of western Iran, hospitals are packed with the dead and wounded. This boy says a wall turned over and fell on me, while this man recounts a window shattering and cutting him on the face and hand. The quake struck just after 9 Sunday night and sent people scrambling to escape. A live interview on Iraqi TV was cut short when this visibly shaken guest made a run for it. More than 100 aftershocks followed. Neighboring Turkey quickly dispatched emergency workers, as well as truckloads of food, blankets, and heaters to Iraq, and said it's ready to send aid to Iran if requested. More than 70,000 people are now in urgent need of shelter in both countries, just as winter approaches. Terry Okita, CBS News. Yeah.